Here's a piece I found on my Tuesday thriftings. You can see the price there. I was on the hunt for a star. I saw this, and of course it had an awful finish and this horrific plastic glittery snowflake, but that's okay. We're going to transform her. I took my scraper here to pry that off, which comes off fairly easy. It's just glued on. So just work it slowly, and off she comes. Now there was some glue residue left behind, so I want to make sure that I get that off. So I'm just going to take some sandpaper and sand that down so that the glue is gone and I have a fairly smooth surface. However, this whole piece is not smooth. It has cracks and crevices and sort of a roughness to it, which is exactly what I wanted. I'm going for a rustic Americana look here. So these stars were perfect. I always say when you're thrifting or looking for something, don't let the existing finish stop you. It was the size and the shape that I wanted. So I knew I can transform it into what I wanted to. Now that I have that sand down, I'm just going to give her a quick wipe down to get that dust off and any grime that may have been on her, especially in those grooves. Just clean her up, and she's ready for a new finish. So easy to do. I'm just going to take my blow dryer, make sure she's dry before I start painting her. I have some white acrylic paint. I'm just going to give her a base coat of white. Again, because I'm going for that rustic look, I'm not looking for perfect coverage. It's okay if that dark base shows through. That's exactly the look that I want. And this is the easiest paint technique to do for a rustic look. Again, nothing is perfect in it. So I basically just wanted to get that white base coat on there. It doesn't use much paint, goes quickly. I'm going to dry her with the blow dryer because we all know I don't have patience to wait for paint to dry. It does dry fairly quickly though. And once I know she's dry, I can start with my paint. I have some red acrylic paint here. I'm going to start with the red. Make sure I get the edges. I'm not looking for any perfect lines. I sort of wanted the red to meld into the white, sort of like an ombre effect, just blended. Nothing perfect about this. Rinse off my brush, and then I'm going to go into my blue acrylic paint. Now you can see what she's turning into. Again, no straight lines, no perfect coverage. Easy peasy. And I keep going over that on top just to give it, again, a blended look. Perfect. I'm loving her. I'm going to add a little bit more white here, and then her painting is done. Dry her up with my blow dryer, and then I'm going to enhance the rusticness of this piece by sanding her down a little bit, especially on the edges where it would wear naturally, and you will see it will bring out that dark color from underneath. The perfect rustic Americana patriotic piece. Stay tuned to see what I'm going to use her for. Enjoy! Now that she's painted up beautifully, I decided to make a stencil to add to the Americana feel of this. This stencil says America the Beautiful. I painted it in navy. I'm just using a makeup brush or a makeup pad to put the paint on. When I take the stencil off, you can see the design. and see what I've added her to for a unique, beautiful piece. How pretty does that look? And here she is, all finished as a wreath attachment. I hope you enjoyed.